Good evening. I should have mentioned also as well that Maryland is out of town. Uh, Pat said she was up visiting with her sister. She'll be gone for a couple of days, so he's here, but she's not. Pat and Dad both trying to make it through the week here, I guess. And y'all might want to make sure they get an extra cookie tonight when it's over. They may need it. So, well, if how many of you all remember? Or how many of you went to vacation Bible school when you were little? All right, good. Yeah. I've told the story before, but we went usually when we were little, we went two different places, Lancaster. And the Methodist Church, the Christian Church, and the Presbyterian Church in Lancaster. None of the three were very big. They all put theirs into one, and we would usually go with her. And it was at the Christian Church. Some of y'all may have been in there, but when you drive into Lancaster Christian Church, it's right there on the right. And as somebody who went to Maple Avenue, when we would go to the Christian Church, it felt like we went in the White House. It seemed so big compared to the church that we would go to. But we would go a couple of times a year for that. They would usually be about a week long. They still have them. Places still have Vacation Bible School. You'll see signs up around churches, and I think they still do at Maple Avenue. We've not been able to. We don't really have a large enough youth population here, but I got to thinking that I think it would still be a good thing. It's a little different world today than it was when you and I were in Vacation Bible School, but I've told people this, and you all would agree as well, but when you went home from school in the summer, you didn't really get to see a whole lot of people other than maybe when you went to church. And so we would go to church, and there was a handful of people that were our age that we spent time with. But we really didn't get to see a lot of our friends, maybe other than at the ballpark every now and then. But Bible school and the county fair were the two things. And so we'd go to the fair. We only went to the fair one night. That was more than enough usually. But then we would go to Bible school and we would have that. But my biggest memory of Vacation Bible School at Maple Avenue, if you remember Hunter Miller, who preached over there, a lot of you may remember Hunter. Vacation Bible School was the only time I ever saw him not wearing a suit. He would wear suit pants and a short sleeve shirt with a tie, but he didn't have a suit on. I didn't know he had arms really until we went to Bible school. We got refreshed every summer that Hunter Miller had arms, but before that you didn't see it. But that was we would sing songs and do all that. So I wanted us to do that here this month of July. We have five Wednesdays in the month, and so our topic for the month is going to be the way of Jesus. And I want us to think about the topic for just a second before we go any further. How do we use the word way, W-A-Y, in our general life? How do we use that word? When do you use that word?